Hi, today is the 27th day of being logged in, and I wanted to talk about how to persist during hard times. The thing that I heard about today and that really stuck with me is either study or observation they did on soldiers that were fighting during Second World War. And the same was written in Viktor Frankl's book Man's Search for Meaning. So what they found is between optimistic realists and pessimists, people who were able to go through tough times and not give up, not die, not just lose their faith, were the optimistic realists. So when they look at the platoons of that were guided by optimists, right? Those optimists were saying, "We will be home by Christmas, don't worry." And they didn't come back by Christmas, and that really broke the morale, made them less feisty, and ultimately a lot of them didn't even survive. But the optimistic realists, they said, "Guys, it will be hard, it is hard, and we for sure won't be home by Christmas, but we will get home. We just need to persist." And when talking about it, I remember that there is also this thing in Viktor Frankl's book, Man in Search of Meaning, about a person that was just, they believed that they will be free by, I think, also Christmas. So even though they ate not a lot of food and stuff, that person that believed that and people that believed that, they were actually going strong until Christmas. And when the reality met expectations, they just fell sick and died. Why am I saying this? This is to say that usually the things that we're doing will be harder than we anticipate, and we will need to persist for longer than we think or we hope we would need to. So just remember that the devil lives in the gap between reality and your expectations. If you don't expect anything, or at least expect a good outcome, but don't tie that outcome to certain either deadline or something that you cannot really control, making that will only make you lose faith in what you're doing, in yourself, and ultimately it might push you to give up on the thing that you're trying to do. That's why remember to think positively. The outcome will be always positive because you're doing all the right things. But then remember that this is a process and it will take longer than anticipated. And also be vocal about it and say, set these expectations to the people around you, to your loved ones, to your teammates, to yourself, even in front of the mirror. Hey man, it will take longer than you think, but it will be worth it because we're doing all the right things and there is a success at the end of that road. That's it. That's the one major thought that I had today. The road to success always takes more than anticipated, and all the sadness, all the frustration lives in the gap between your expectations of the future and the reality of that future. So expect positives, but don't tie those positives to certain dates, times, or things that are out of your control. That's it for today, and I will see you tomorrow.